Okay, let's see some one or two examples. Okay, let's see one or two examples. Then write a program to input employee number, print name and salary. Okay, then write a program to input employee number, print name and salary. Okay, now okay, let's see this. So in this example, what we have to input, what employee number. Take a variable. How to declare the variable? Declare. Okay, na? So here variables are prefixed with what? At the rate. At the rate. I'm taking a variable for employee number. Taking a variable for employee number. And I want to print name and salary. Take one variable for name. Take one variable for salary. So at the rate what? Name. This is variable names. Variable names can be anything. You can take A, B, C, X, Y, Z, anything. Next, so what is this type is varchar of 10. Next one variable for salary. What is the salary type is money. So after declaring this variable, input the number, employee number, store the employee number into this variable. Input the employee number, store the employee number into this variable. So what is that is set at the rate what ENO equals to. So input the number, set at the rate ENO equals to some employee number 7844. Okay, now next, so what do you want? I want this particular employee's name and salary. Where the name and salary is there? EMP table. So I want to get the name and salary from EMP table to this program. And I want to store that values into these two variables. I want to copy the name to this variable, salary to this variable. And how you write? You write like this. Select what ename comma salary. Okay, na? Ename comma salary from EMP, where employee number equals to what? At the rate ENO. Already that value is there in the variable. Use that variable here. So what is the value assigned to at the rate ENO? 7844. Then what is this query will select? 7844 name and salary. But this query will print the name and salary. This will print, but I don't want to print. I want to store, I want to copy that values into these variables. Later I want to print. Okay, now? So I want to copy these values into the variables. Then what? So just copy this ename into this variable. How to copy the value at the rate what? Name. At the rate name equals to ename. Copy this salary to one variable at the rate sal equal to this. So name is copied to this variable, salary is copied to this variable. Later I want to print. Then print statement. So what is print? Print to what? At the rate what? Name. Next salary. Comma at the rate what? Salary. Okay. Let's see this. Just input the number, getting the data from table, copying the data into variables and printing the data. Okay, then so run this program. Now let's run this program then. But it is giving error here. Line 5. Error at line 5. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. This is line 5. Okay, then line 4. Error at line 4. There is error here. What is that error? Here, the value should not be separated by comma. Here, actually, print can print only one. It cannot print multiple values. It can print only single value. Print statement can print only single value. Okay, na? Then you are all learning dot data. Huh? Console dot write ln. How many arguments you can pass? Console dot write ln. Only one. Okay, na? Here also you can print only one. You cannot print two. Okay. Then if you want to print to two, this two must be, you have to make these two values into one value. You want to actually print can print only one, but you want to print two values. To print two values, you have to make the two values into one value. How to make the two values into one value? Concatenate. How to make the two values into one value? Concatenate. And then what is the symbol for concatenation in SQL? Less symbol. Less. So e-name salary. I want suppose here name salary. Okay, na? Name salary. 7844 is not there. Like 108 something, because we changed the employee numbers. 108. Let's run this program. It is giving error. Cannot convert character value to money. When you are doing concatenation, both must be same type. Not same type. Both must be character type. Both must be what? Character type. Name is character type already, but salary is money type. So that's why it is giving error. Then what you have to do? Convert. How to convert the salary to character type? Cast. Apply what? Cast. Cast at the rate sal as what? Varchar. At the rate name plus cast at the rate sal as varchar. So what it is gives, like king 5000. What is king is name, 5000 is salary. But I want to print a space between name and salary. Again space. Concatenate name with space, concatenate space with salary. So between the name and salary, what is generated is space is generated. Like let's see, king 5000. Understood? So this is how to write program in TSQL. Okay. Okay, na? Now, okay. Now, let's see. In any program, you write statement like this. Okay. Then, so input the number required, whatever employees data you want. Input that employee number. And what we are doing, the select statement always get the data from table. So we are getting the data, but what copying the data into variables. So name is copied to this variable, salary is copied to this variable. Okay, then earlier we written like this. What is select what? E-name, comma, salary from EMP where employee number equal to so and so. What is this query? This query will get the data and print the data. But now we are getting the data and copying the data into variables. So later if you want to print, you can print. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Okay. Then. So like that. Now, next we'll see one more example. After that, we'll go to the next. Suppose write a program to input employee number. Write a program to input employee number and print experience. Write a program to input employee number and print experience. Okay. Input employee number, print experience. Then what? Here also take one variable for employee number. Okay. Take one variable for employee number because you have to input employee number now. After input the number, store the number into variable. Next, I want to print what? Experience. So to print experience, what you need? You need hide date. So hide date. Next, experience. I want to print experience. What is the type? Integer type. Okay, na? Then next, I taken the required variables. Next, input the number. Store the number into this variable. Input the number, store the number into this variable. Set what? @envo equals to 107 or 104, like whatever. Okay, na? So input the number. After input the number, I want this particular employee's what? I want this particular employee's experience. I have to calculate what? Experience. Whatever the number you input, that particular employee's experience I want to calculate. Okay, na? Then now. So after input this number, then I want to calculate experience. But to calculate experience, what you need? You need hide date. Okay, na? Where is the hide date? Hide date is there in EMP table. So get the hide date from EMP table. What is select? Then what? Hide. Hide date. What is the left side is variable name. Right side is what? Column name. Left side is variable name. Right side is column name. So this query will select hide date from EMP where employee number equals to @envo. What is @envo value? 104. 104 hide date is selected and that hide date is assigned to this variable @hide. Okay, next. Now you know the hide date. Once you know hide date, now you can calculate what? Experience. Calculate the experience, assign that experience into this variable. Now, so if you want to assign value to variable, use set statement. Okay, na? Then set what? Experience equal to, set experience equals to what? Okay, na? How to calculate experience? How to calculate the experience? Experience is difference between two dates. Which two dates? Hide date and get date. Hide date and get date. Then what is this is date diff. Date diff. Then YY comma hide date comma start date. Start date comma end date. What the end date is? Get date. But where is the hide date? Hide date. Hide date is already copied to the variable. So you have to use the variable names. At the rate what? Hire. At the rate hire, comma, what? Get date. Then. Understood now? Then. So what is this calculates? This calculates what? Experience. Okay. Then. So this query is getting the hide date. Hide date is copied to this variable. Now this statement will calculate what? Experience. Here we cannot write column names here. Like here you cannot write column name. If you write column name, then it gives what? Error. Why? Because if you write like this, how SQL Server knows date belongs to EMP table? Date is the column belongs to EMP table. How it knows? But if you write with select statement, it knows. Like you are mentioning, and this belongs to EMP table. Date belongs to EMP table. Which employee hide date? 104 hide date. Okay, na? But if you write like this, here, how it knows hide date belongs to EMP table, and it is 104 hide date you want. How it knows? That's why it gives what? Error. That's why what? Get the data from table, store the data into variable, and use that variables here. Okay, then at the rate what? Hire. That means here, where we can use column names, we can use column names with only select statement, not select statement with SQL commands. We can use column names with SQL commands, but this is not a SQL command. Yes or no? This is a TSQL command. It's not SQL command. It is a TSQL command. So we cannot use column names here. Okay, next. Now this calculates experience. Assign that experience into this variable. I want to print experience. Then, but I want to print like this. What is experience equals to so and so years? I want to print like this. Then print first experience. Experience is a string now. String should be in single quotes. Then what? Double pipe. Plus what? After printing experience equal to, I want to print value. Where is the value? At the rate what? EXPR plus. Next one, I want to print what? Years. I want to print like this. Experience equals to at the rate EXPR plus years. I want to print like this. Okay, na? Then now, but this gives what? Error. So let me run this program. Conversion failed. This is all okay, but only the statement, because experience equal to is what? String. Years is also string, but EXPR is what? Integer. That's why it is giving error. Convert. How to convert? You know, cast at the rate EXPR as what? Varchar. So experience equal to 41 years. Okay. Now, you know, but you try this later. Write a program to input employee number, print total salary. Total salary. What is total salary? Is salary plus commission. Okay. Then you try this later. Okay. So, but if you see these two examples, in these two examples, the statements are executed what? One by one after another. How the statements are executed one after another. Okay. Then now then but suppose here sometimes you want to execute the statements based on the conditions. Okay, now you want to execute statements based on what conditions. If your condition is true, you want to execute some statement. If condition false, you want to execute some other statements. So you want to execute based on conditions. Then, so let's see how to use conditional statements. How to use conditional statements. Okay. Then now, so this TSQL supports three types. One is what? First one, what? If else. If not, if then, if else. Okay. Then if else. Next one, multi if. Multi if. Next one, nested if. If else, multi if, nested if. Okay. Now, so first, let's see if else. If else. What the syntax is? If condition. Here we write begin statements end. Okay. Then next, else begin statements end. Okay. So this is how to use if else. Oh. How it works? If this condition true, it check the condition. If this condition true, these statements are executed. If the condition true, these statements are executed. If the condition false, what? Else statements are executed. If condition true, if statements are executed. Condition false, what? Else statements are executed. And begin and end is required if number of statements are more than one. If number of statements are what? More than one, begin and end is required. If number of statements are single, you want to execute only single statement. So begin and end is not required. Okay. When multiple statements, begin and end is required. Single statement, begin and end is not required. So this is what if else. But when we can use, when you have single condition, You want to check only one condition, then you can use. But sometimes you want to check multiple conditions. When you want to check multiple condition, then use what? Multi-if. Then multi-if. If you want to check multiple conditions. Okay. Now, what is if condition 1? If condition 1, then what? Begin statements, next one, end. Okay. If condition 1, begin statements, end. Else if condition 2, begin statements, end. Next one, else if condition 3, like this. Else if condition 3. Okay, then. So again, you write begin statements, and next, finally, what we write? Else begin statements, and so what is this is? This is what? Multi-if. Okay. Oh. Then how it works here? First it checks what? Condition 1. First it check the condition. So this condition is true. If this condition true, these statements are executed. If first condition false, checks what? Second condition. Second condition true, execute these statements. Second condition also false, checks third condition. Third condition true, execute these statements. Third condition also false, then else, execute the else statements. If any condition true, corresponding statements are executed. If all conditions false, else statements are executed. Okay, then. So this is what multi-if. Next. What the next one is? Nested if. Nested if. What is a nested if is? Writing if statement in another if statement. So if condition begin, if condition begin statements. Begin statements. What is next one? End. This end. Next one, else. Okay. So else begin statements, end. This end. Next one, else begin statements, end. So what is a nested if is? What is a nested if is? Writing if statement in another if statement. Writing if condition in another if condition is called nested if. Okay, you're writing this if condition in another if condition. So this is called what? Nested if. Let's say one is outer if, another one is what? Inner if. This is outer if, this is inner if. First, what it checks? Outer if. So it checks outer if. Outer if is true, then checks inner if. Inner if is also true. Execute these statements. Inner if is false. If inner if is false, execute this else statements. Okay. So first it checks outer if. Outer if is true, checks inner if. Inner if is also true, execute this statement. Inner if is false, execute else statements. Suppose outer if is false. If outer if is false, then go to this else, execute this else statements. Okay. Then. So this is what nested. Writing if condition in another if condition. So there are three. One is what? If else. Okay. Then another one, what? Multi. When you have multiple conditions to check, then use multi. Then another one is what? Nested if. Okay. Then next. Let's see some examples. Let's see some examples. Okay. Then, for example, write a program to input employee number. Write a program to input employee number and increment salary. Write a program to input employee number, increment salary by specific amount. Input the number and increment salary by specific amount. Okay. Input the number and increment salary by specific amount. And after increment, if salary what? After increment, if salary exceeds, after increment, if salary exceeds 5,000, then cancel that increment. So because here it can be maximum up to 5,000. If exceeds 5,000, then cancel that increment. You can update, you can increment salary maximum up to 5,000. But if it exceeds 5,000, then cancel that increment. Okay, now let's see what. So declare then. Now take a what variable? Take a variable at the rate what? No integer. Okay, na? Because I have to input is asking what? Input the number and increment salary by specific amount. How much amount also you have to input? You have to input the number, you have to input the amount. How much amount you want to increment. So take a variable for amount. Amount is what type? Money type. I have taken two variables, one for employee number, one for amount. Next, I have to check salary. So take a variable for what? Salary. I have to check the salary. To check the salary, take a variable for salary. So I need three variables, one for employee number, one for amount, one for salary. What we have to input? Input employee number. Input the number, store the number into this variable. Then if you want to assign value to the variable, we use set statement. Set what? At the rate no equals to something. One not, okay, then. So let's see, suppose here, then this is the table. EMP NO salary from EMP. This is the table. Okay, then let's take what, suppose here 107. What is the salary? 3,000. Let's take 107. So input employee number 107. So what do you want? You want to increment 107 salary, but you want to increment by how much? Input the amount also. At the rate what? Amount. Input the amount, store the amount into this variable. How much you want to increment? I want to increment salary by 2,500. 2,500. What we need to input is, we need to input number plus amount. We don't input salary. We don't input employee salary because you don't know employee salary. Employee salary is there in what? Table. So what we input only employee ID. If we input employee ID, we can get the other information because it's already there in the database table. Understood or not? Even in banks, Like if you want to do anything, they'll only ask account number. They don't ask other details. Because if you give account number, they can get other details. What is your registered mobile number? What is your address? What is your name? What is your signature? Everything they can get if you give the account number. Yes or no? So here also input the employee number. So we don't input the salary. Salary is already there in the table. Now, next, what do you want to do? First, listen first. I want to increment this employee's salary by this much amount. How to increment? 107 salary should be incremented by 2,500. How to increment 107 salary? No. Increment salary by this much amount, this employee, 107 employee. Then how? To increment salary, why we need to select? If you want to know the salary, select. You want to increment the salary. So increment salary by specific amount. Then increment. First increment. How to increment? Update. Update. If you want to increment salary in table, 107 salary should be incremented by this much amount. Then just see this first. Update what? EMP set salary equal to salary plus amount. Salary plus amount where what employee number equals to @ENO. Sir, okay now? What? ENO. So salary is incremented by this much amount, this employee salary. In SQL, what we have done, we have directly given the values. Employee number directly given, amount is directly given. We given the values. Now what we are doing, we are taking the variables, assigning the value to variable and using that variables here. Now this particular employee salary is incremented by this much amount. After incrementing the salary, now I want to check the salary. I want to check the salary. Then I want to check the salary. I want to check the salary after update. Salary is updated now. Salary is modified, changed. I want to check the new salary. Then if you want to check the new salary, where is the new salary? Table. Then if you want to check that value here, then get it from the table to this program and check. Without getting the value, how can you check? So first get the value. How to get the value? Select. Let's see. Select what? Select what? Salary equal to salary. Salary from EMP where employee number equals to @ENO. So 107 salary is selected. That salary is copied to this variable @sal. And you are getting the salary after update or before update? After update. That means the select command selects new salary now, old salary now. New salary. Okay. Then new salary. Now check the new salary is exceeding 5,000 or not. Then what? If you want to check, you have to write if condition. You want to check, then you have to write if condition. If salary greater than 5,000, then what? If salary greater than 5,000, then so condition greater than 5,000. That means if salary exceeding 5,000, cancel this update. Cancel the update. How to cancel the update? I want to cancel this update. You update it, but is exceeding 5,000. It is against to the rules. I want to cancel this update. Then how to cancel the update? To cancel the update, what we have to use? Rollback. If not exceeding 5,000, I want to save. If you want to save, then commit. If you want to cancel, roll back. If you want to save, commit. But listen, your begin and end is not required because how many statements you are executing? Only one. Executable statements only one. Begin and end is not required. If number of statements are more than one, begin and end is required. Okay, then. But one second. What is the problem here? The problem is when you run this program, okay, when you run the program, how it executes line by line. You assign employee number, assign the amount, updating the salary. Okay, salary is updated. But what I said, default SQL Server runs in auto commit. by default SQL Server runs in what? Auto commit. Every operation is automatically committed. So this update is executed, this update is committed. After commit, you cannot roll back. Even if you roll back, no use, because it's already committed. Then what? Set implicit transaction on. Set implicit transaction on. Okay, now? One second. So you write like that. What is that is set what? Implicit transactions on. Transactions on. You write like this. But if you write this, auto commit is off. That auto commit is off for session level. Session. For the entire session, it is off. Entire session means till you log out. Till you log out, this is what? Off. Okay, na? Till you log out, this is what, sir? Off. Entire session, so it is set to off. But I don't want to set this off for the entire session. I want to set this off only for this program. Only for this program. Okay, na? Only for this program. Only for this program. Okay, na? Then what you have to do is you have to write statement. What the statement is? Begin transaction. You have to write a command. What is that command? Begin transaction. If you write begin transaction, now you are starting a new transaction. When you are starting a new transaction, then what happens is auto commit is off. When you start a new transaction, your transaction started by user. When user starts a new transaction, auto commit is what? Off. Auto commit is off. When auto commit is off, okay, then auto commit is off. That means we have to commit, we have to commit, we have to cancel. If you want to save it, commit. If you want to cancel it, roll back. Okay, then if this is not there, then what? Auto commit is what? On. If this is there, auto commit is off. So you started the transaction. After starting the transaction, next what you are doing? Updating the salary, getting the new salary. Okay, na? Updating the salary, getting the new salary, and checking the salary exceeds what? 5,000. If salary exceeds 5,000, then what? Cancel this update. Cancel the update. Then what? Roll back. So this update is cancelled. Okay. Then if we're not exceeding 5,000, update is what? Committed. That's all. So here you are starting the transaction. Here you are ending the transaction either with commit or rollback, depends on this condition. If this condition true, update is cancelled. If this condition false, update is what? Committed. Okay, na? Understood? Then only for this program. Once program execution is completed, then again auto commit is on. Only for this program, auto commit is off. What is the difference between set implicit transaction on and begin transaction? Set implicit transaction on is for session level. Okay. And this is only for the program level. Only for the transaction level. Only for this transaction, you are setting it to off. Okay. Then. Otherwise, the problem is, so it is auto committed. Okay. Then. So then now, like, let's see 1 second. Let me run this. Now at present, what is 107 salary? 3,000. 107 salary is 3,000. So I'm incrementing salary by 2,500. What the actual salary? 3,000 plus 2,500. It's updated with 5,500. Then selecting what? Salary 5,500. 5,500 is greater than 5,000. Yes, condition true. Then what is executed? Rollback is executed. Okay. Now let's run this. Run this program. One row affected. Now see the table. Select what? Employee number, salary from what? EMP. See the table. Employee number, salary from EMP. 107 salary. Still it is 3,000. Even after incrementing also, still it is 3,000. Why? Because that update is what? That update is what, sir? Cancel. You update it, but that update is what? Cancel. Okay. Next one. Suppose let's make it 1,000. 1000, incrementing salary by 1000. What is the actual salary? 3000 plus 1000. Salary is updated with 4000. Then this query will get the new salary. What is the new salary? 4000. 4000 is copied to this. Okay, na? Then. So is 4000 greater than 5000? Condition false. When condition false, what is executed? Commit is executed. Run this program. Now, when you run this, one row affected. Just go and see the table. Now 107 salary is 4000. Okay, that's all. So once again, here in this example, you're executing commit and rollback based on condition. It is possible in SQL. It is possible in SQL. No, this is possible in only programming. Okay, then. Okay. Now, so earlier you learned how to execute SQL commands directly, but now we are learning how to execute these commands in TSQL program. Okay. What the advantage is, you can execute the commands based on the conditions. If condition true, I want to execute one command. Condition false, I want to execute another command. Like here, commit rollback. Okay. Then. So just I'm giving how to use if else, how to use multi if, how to use nested if like this. Then. So suppose here, write a program to input number. Okay. Write a program to input number and increment salary as follows. Write a program to input number and increment salary as follows. Okay, input number and increment salary as follows. If job equals to clerk, if employee job is clerk, salary increment salary by 10%. If job is salesman, increment salary by 15%. Job is manager, increment salary by 20%. For others, increment salary by 5%. Okay. Then if clerk increment by 10, salesman 15, manager 20, others 5%. Okay. Then now let's see this. What? Okay. Then so here also what is required is first thing you identify required variables. What variables are required for the program? One is to input what number. In all these programs, you are updating, you are incrementing whatever. Only one employee. In the first example, you calculated experience. No? How many employees experience you calculated? Only one employee. You input the number. So only that employee experience you calculated. Here you are printing the name and salary. One employee. In all these examples, you are only one employee, one row. Next, we'll see how to access, how to process multiple rows. Okay. And first single row. Next, we'll see multiple rows. Then, so at the rate, what is required? Employee variable for employee number. You have to increment salary, and incrementing salary is based on employee job. Then take a variable for what? Job. Job is what type? Varchar of 10. Okay, na? We'll see. First, I taken two variables. First, input the number at the rate ENO equals to 107, etc. Whatever, some number. After input the number, what do you want to do? You want to increment salary, 107 salary. But this 107 salary should be incremented by how much? 10 or 15 or 20 or 5 or depends on job. Depends on the job. Now what? Get the job. How to get the job? Get the job. How to get the job? Select. What is select? What? Job. Select the job equal to job from EMP where employee number equals to at the rate ENO. So getting the job of the employee, the job is assigned to this variable at the rate job. Okay, na? Now, so what is copied to this variable? Employee job. What the job can be? It can be clerk or it can be manager or it can be salesman. Now check the job is clerk or manager or salesman. How to if what at the rate what job? At the rate job equals to clerk. If job is clerk, then what? If job is clerk, increment salary. How to increment salary? Update. Increment salary. Update. I'll write it. I'll write update. Update EMP set salary equal to salary plus into 10%. Okay, I'll write it. So you have to write update command. Next one. This is one condition. Next you have to check for salesman also. Then how to write second condition? How to write second condition? Else if what? Job equals to salesman. If job equal to salesman, then salary should be incremented. Update. Next one. Else if job equals to what? Manager. If job equals to manager, update the salary. Increment salary. Else not clerk, not salesman, not manager, also increment salary by how much? 5%. Next also update. Okay, na? So if it is clerk, increment salary by 10. If it is salesman, increment salary by 15. If manager, increment salary by 20. Others what? 5%. So in all these cases, you have to increment salary. For incrementing salary, we have to write update command. But in all these updates, what is the difference between one update to another update? You're updating same table or not? Same table or different table? Same table. Updating same table plus same field salary. You're updating salary. But one update to another update, what the difference is? Percentage is different. Everything is same. Only percentage is different. So this update should increment by 10%. This update should 15, 20, 5%. One update to another update, what the difference is? Percentage is difference. So when percentage is different, table is same, column is same, row is same, everything is same. Only percentage is different. So instead of writing this update command 4 times, what we can do, we can simplify this. How to simplify? So take a variable PCT integer, PCT percentage. Take a variable for percentage. If job is clear, then what? Set at the rate PCT equals to, tell me how much? 10%. Next one, set what? Set at the rate PCT equal to, if job is salesman, percentage is what? 15. Suppose set, if job is manager, what is the percentage? Percentage is what? 20. Else set at the rate PCT equals to 5%. If clerk 10%, salesman 15, manager 20, others 5%. Okay. Then next after this, then what? Increment salary. Next what? Increment salary. So how to increment salary? To increment salary, what's her? Update. Okay, na? Instead of writing update command 4 times, write only once. Update what? EMP. Set salary equal to salary plus salary into what? At the rate PCT by 100. Is at the rate PCT by 100. Okay, na? Then. So PCT is what? 10 by 100. 20 by 100. That 15 by 100. 5 by 100. Okay. Then next, where employee number equals to at the rate NO. Okay, na? Then. Understood? That's all. Here, so depends on the job of the employee, incrementing the employee's salary. Okay, now. So just once again, let's see this employee job also, select job. Let's run this program. So first one, what is the job? Clerk. Okay, then. Okay, clerk. First one is clerk. 800. What is the salaries? 800. Now run the program. Okay. Now run the program. Okay, na? Then. So 10 what? First employee. 100. Employee number is 100. Okay. Input the employee number 100. And this query will select the job. 100 job. What is the 100 job is? Clerk. 100 job boss. 100 job is what? Employee 100 job is clerk. What is selected? Job is selected. So job is assigned to this variable. Is job equals to clerk? Yes. Condition true. Then what is assigned to PCT? 10. 10 is assigned to PCT. Now, next, after executing this line, tell me check the next conditions or not? No. When this is executed, it will not go to the next condition. Directly go to update. Update command is executed. So 100 salary is incremented by 10%. But the actual salary is 800. 800 plus 800 into 10 by 100. 80. 10% is 80 now. 800 plus 80. 880. So updated with what? 880. Now run this program. One row affected. Just go and see the table. So 880. Understood? So like once again, 107. 107 salary is what? 4,000. 107 salary is 4,000. Like 1 second. 107. Like after input this 107, you are selecting 107 job. What is the 107 job? What is the 107 job? Analyst. Analyst is selected. Is job equals to clerk? No. Is job equal to salesman? No. Job equal to manager? No. Then go to else. What is the PCT? 5. Set salary equal to salary plus. What is the salary? 4,000. 4,000 plus 4,000 into 500. What is the 5% on 4,000? 200. 4,000 plus 200. 4,200. Let's see. Run this program. One row affected. Just go and see the table. 107. 4,200. Yes or no? Okay, then. Okay, now. Then. Now, so this is just what one or two examples how to use what if else condition. Okay, then. But suppose let's see another example. Okay, then. So it's not based on EMB table. It is based on what one table. What the table is accounts table. Okay, then. So in this one field is account number, one field is account type, one field is what balance. One is accounts number, account type, balance. Okay, then. So for account number is what 100, account type is S, balance is 10,000 like this. 101, savings or current whatever 20,000 like this. Okay, then. What if this is, for example, write a program, okay, na, to process, write a program to process what? Bank transaction. Write a program to process bank transaction. What the transaction is? Withdraw deposit. Withdraw deposit. Okay, write a program to process transaction, withdraw deposit. If you go to ATM, you do money withdrawal, money deposits. Background one program is executed. Okay, na? Then. So, like in this example, like what you have to input. First, to do this, first you have to create the table. You have to create what's that table. You have to create the table. Okay, na? Then, if table is there, okay. If table is not there, first create the table. Next, write the program. But in this example, first what you have to input? First what you have to input? Okay, then. We have to input account number. First you have to input what? Account number. Next you have to input what? Account number. See, ATM, what you input? Insert the card. Inserting the card means you are giving the account number. Second one, there is a touchscreen options will be available. Withdraw, deposit, okay, na? Money transfer, like that. So you select the option. But here, that is touchscreen, you select it. But here we have to input. What we have to input? Type. What type of transaction you want to do? Withdraw, na? Deposit. Next, it will ask amount. We have to input the amount also. How much amount you want to input? How much amount you want to input? Okay, then. Understood? How much amount you want to input? So you have to input three. One is what? Account number. Okay, na? One is account number. Next one, integer. Not amount, account type. Account type, not account type. Transaction type. Transaction type is what? Care of one. Next one, how much amount you want to withdraw. Next one, what the next one is balance. Balance is what type? Money type. I taken 4 variables, one for account number, one for type, one for amount, one for balance. First see this. First complete the input, set what? Account number. Set account number equal to so and so. Next, so what this customer wants to do? He wants to do the transaction. Type equals to withdraw. Next one, how much amount he wants to withdraw? Like 1,000. What is your account number? What type of transaction you want to do? Withdraw or deposit? Next, how much amount? After completing the input, next one, start. After completing the input, next start. What the transaction might be? It might be withdraw or deposit. Here I entered withdraw. Maybe next time deposit. So type can be withdraw or deposit. Now check the type. Type is deposit or withdraw now. Okay, na? Then how to check? You have to write what? If condition. If what? At the rate type. Type equals to withdraw. If type equals to withdraw, then begin. If type is withdraw. If customer wants to do withdraw, then tell me what action you have to perform. First you have to check what's the balance. You have to check what? Balance. Check the balance. But to check the balance, first you need to get the balance. Okay, na? You want to check the balance. But to check the balance, where is the balance? Balance is there in the table. So get the balance from table to this program. How to get the balance from table to this program? Select what? At the rate bal equals to bal from accounts table, where account number equals to at the rate account number. Okay, na? Then because customer wants to do withdrawal. When a customer wants to do withdrawal, then first you need to verify the balance. Balance is sufficient or not. Now you got the balance. Balance is copied to this variable. Now check the balance is sufficient or not. How to check? You have to write what? If condition. You have to write if condition. If what we have to compare? We have to compare withdraw amount with what? Balance. Compare withdraw amount with balance. Withdraw amount. Withdraw amount is greater than balance. If withdraw amount is greater than balance, then what? Withdraw amount is greater than balance. If withdraw amount is greater than balance, then if withdraw amount is greater than balance, then what? Okay, na? That means trying to withdraw more than the balance. Is it allowed? Not allowed. Then what? Print a message. Print what? Insufficient balance. Insufficient balance. Okay, na? Next one. End. So here begin and end is not required here because you want to execute only one statement. Next one. Else what? Else if amount is greater than balance, print the message. Okay, na? Amount is less than balance. If amount is less than balance, what? If amount is less than balance. If amount is less than balance, what? Withdraw is allowed or not? Yes. Update. How to update? Update what? Update table. Balance should be updated. His balance is 10,000. Is withdrawn 5,000. Then his balance should be updated with 5,000. Update what? Accounts. Set balance equals to balance minus what? Amount, where account number equals to at the rate account number. So whoever is doing withdrawal, that customer balance is updated. Amount is deducted from balance. That's all. Okay, na? 1 second. When this code is executed, all this code is executed if type is what? Withdraw. If customer wants to do withdraw, we are getting the balance, checking the balance is sufficient or not. If balance is not sufficient, printing the message. If balance is sufficient, then update customer. Allow the customer. Suppose, for example, like what? Else if what? Type equals to D. D means deposit. In case of deposit, do we need to check the balance? No need to check the balance. He can update or not? Yes. Directly can update. Update what? accounts table set balance equals to balance minus what? Minus or plus? Plus amount, where account number equals to at the rate account number. Update the balance. Okay, na? Then if type equals to withdraw, execute this. If type is deposit, no need to check the balance. So no need to write all this, directly update. Understood? Anna? Then now by mistake, suppose here entered type is not WD, entered type is something K, then else. If you enter W, execute this code. If you enter D, execute this code. You are not entered W or D. By mistake, you entered some other. Then print a message. What is the message you want to print? Print what's that? Invalid transaction type. That's all. This is the code. అంత లైక్ గ్రాంట్ ఓకే అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు అసలు. ఓకే యాడ్ చేస్తా. సింగిల్ లో మల్టీ రో, సింగిల్ లో మల్టీ రో. ఓకే యాడ్ చేస్తా. ఓకే ఓకే గైస్ బాయ్.